We're visiting Typhoon Lagoon for the first time today. Actually, it's everybody else's first time, but Vivian has been here before. She came with her aunt and uncle. The first place we headed to today is Ketchikan Creek. And quite frankly, this may be where we spend all the rest of the day. I'm not sure. It was really a long way back here, and I was carrying Pierce, so I didn't get any videos of the rest of the park on the way in yet. Anyway, a lot of what we do today will depend upon how the children respond and what their needs happen to be. Right now, Pierce is having a good time just wandering around and exploring everything. So mostly I'm just following him.
So this is the perfect lazy river for kids. Vivian is absolutely loving this, but I feel kind of bad for Anthony because Pierce hates the water. So I'm not sure what they're doing.
This video is sponsored by dvcreservations.com. dvcreservations.com offers easy on-site rentals to all the Disney Vacation Club resorts at a steep discount. If you are a Disney Vacation Club owner, list your DVC points painlessly in seconds while choosing your own price. The website features an interactive availability calendar and multiple tools to help you easily book your Disney vacation. The team at dvcreservations.com is always excited to make the magic for you. Okay, but he is not excited about the water for some reason, which, I mean, that's the whole reason we're here. So, I think it's because it's moving. I've been trying to encourage him to get in the water, so he chose a different person. Meanwhile, I did lose my flip-flops somewhere.
Well, I at least got him to get in the water, so points for me.
I did find my flip-flops, and then I decided to just leave them by the chair. It certainly seems as though Vivian has made herself at home. She tends to adapt pretty quickly anyway.
Getting him interested in this water park is such a challenge.
Okay, at this point I'm gonna go study the map. I probably should have made some plans before we came in. But every once in a while we just decide to try to wing it and see if we can figure it out. In those circumstances though, we end up like walking into a place and initially are kind of thoroughly overwhelmed because we really don't know what anything is. But on top of that, we're thinking in our mind like, how are we gonna frame this for video? Usually most of our videos come from trying to do it that way and then like making mistakes along the way. And as we make those mistakes, then we learn the mistakes that we made and we pass along the tips to you guys so you don't have to make the same mistake. Okay, upon reviewing the map, it does look like that there are a couple of other places that would work really well for the children. There's Ketchikan Creek, there's Humunga Cowabunga, there is Bay Slides. Of course, you have to be 60 inches around that time. And then Crush and Gusher. So we'll see if we can hit each of those throughout the course of the video. At this point, at least we have a plan. But Vivian's pretty dedicated to this inner tube thing, so it'll be interesting to see if she will be interested in cooperating. Meanwhile, it is 10:42 and we are early lunch eaters. Usually around 11 a.m. is lunchtime for us. So, you know, we're gonna start to get hungry soon. All right, we're off to the next section of the park, whichever one that's gonna be. But first, lunch. And we decided to get lunch at the Leaning Palms.
I had a hot dog and some bread, and I shared the bread with my family.
I got the buffalo chicken wrap. Vivian got the all beef hot dog.
And I went out on a limb and got something that I don't normally get. I got the barbecue chicken and pineapple flatbread.
Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest. None of that was exactly delicious, but maybe it'll hold us over for a little while. So I was wrong about Humunga Cowabunga. Like at Ketchikan Creek, it was like 48 inches is the maximum height, but Humunga Cowabunga, 48 inches is the minimum height. So we're gonna check out something else. So there's definitely a lot of walking, but one thing's for sure, they're really serious about this lazy river. I mean, this thing is just wrapping around the world. All right, we wandered around the park and we decided that it was best for us to just return to the Ketchikan Creek.
I hope that one day either one of my kids likes the lazy river and rides, because right now I love those things and Pierce is too small, but like Vivian doesn't want to do those things with me, but I need somebody to ride rides with. I need a lazy river partner.
And at this point we're back, but the place is so crowded that all of the chairs that we had picked out before are now totally overtaken. I wonder if we can find a place to sit, especially in the shade. All right, Piercy and I found a place. Vivian's riding the same inner tubes over and over and over again. And Pierce is snacking, which this tends to be kind of the direction that a lot of our water park videos are taking at this point. Well, anyway, I think he's got a pretty good idea though. I'm gonna go see if there are any other snacks to be had. Honestly, this popcorn is a disappointment as well.
It's not good. So I conquered the lazy river. Well, I conquered part of it. I didn't know that there were so many waterfalls that you had to go through. So obviously I went through one waterfall. I about lost my shoes and my sunglasses. So I got out on the next level.
Basically the shade keeps moving, so we just keep following it as it migrates over here. And pretty much Vivian is just doing this one thing over and over and over and over again. This is kind of the way she operates. And Pierce has decided that he's ready for nap time, so he has his blankie and his passy, and he's ready to go back to the van and take a nap.
All right, so as of right now, we're splitting up and I'm taking Pierce back to the van so he can take a little nap. Anthony's with Vivian, so y'all pray for me as I try to make this long trek back to the van.
I'm kind of getting tired of being in this exact spot, but Vivian says that if she can go one more time after this, we can go to the wave pool. So here's to hoping.
Next time I try to skip a workout, I'm gonna remember this moment right here. And I'm gonna remember that it's important to work out.
One thing's for sure today, it is hot and it is crowded here. And this section, there is hardly a vacant chair whatsoever. And this looks like just the biggest pile of human soup you ever saw. Vivian's making the most of it. She found this other water slide that she really likes, and it goes into sort of the shallow area of the wave pool. Frankly, those waves are quite powerful. It's pretty amazing.
So we made it safe and sound back to the van. It was a long, hot and sweaty trek, but we are here and Pierce is in his seat and he's got himself a bottle and he's about to take a little nap. So we're gonna hang out here for a little bit and hopefully meet Anthony and Vivian back in there in just a little while.
All right, for the last hour, two, couple, three, I've just been baking in the sun here, and Vivian's been going down the slide and down the slide and down the slide. So all in all, pretty successful day, I think. All right, I relocated again because some new chairs opened up and, you know, the shade. But otherwise, Vivian's still doing the same stuff. There's something about the splash pads and the slides and all those things that keep Vivian occupied for a while that makes it a little more relaxing for us because we can just kind of stay stationary for a little bit. And that's kind of helpful in the hot, blistering summer. Looks like rain's a coming, but such is summer in Florida. Look who's back!
All napped up. Hey, Bubba.
Are you ready for action? You ready for action?
Yes.
Oh, you want the microphone? The wind's picking up, so I don't know how much longer it's going to be before it starts dumping rain. The forecast says that we have about 30 more minutes, but that doesn't mean anything in Florida.